What tragedy was actually a blessing in disguise? My apartment flooded, and it saved my marriage. The water destroyed everything. Furniture, electronics, years of memories. Audrey and I just stood there in shock, knee-deep in muddy water. We'd been drifting apart for months, both working crazy hours, barely talking beyond logistics about bills and schedules. I couldn't even remember the last time we'd had a real conversation that wasn't about whose turn it was to do dishes or pick up groceries. Our relationship had become this weird dance of avoiding each other while pretending everything was fine. I'd come home and we'd exchange pleasantries like polite strangers. She'd ask about my day, I'd say fine, then we'd retreat to separate corners with our phones or laptops. We were sharing a bed, but living separate lives completely. Then the ceiling started collapsing. A huge chunk of drywall crashed down between us, and for a split second, I thought I'd lost her. The panic in my chest was instant and overwhelming. My heart stopped completely watching that debris fall toward where she was standing. In that moment, everything became crystal clear about what actually mattered. "Audrey!" I screamed, pushing through debris to reach her. She was fine, but shaking violently. We grabbed each other and didn't let go for 20 minutes, standing in that disaster zone. Her whole body was trembling against mine, and I realized how terrified I'd been of losing her. The flood suddenly felt insignificant compared to that fear. "I've missed you so much," she whispered into my shoulder. I realized we hadn't really hugged like that in months. We'd been living like roommates, not partners, passing each other in hallways, sleeping on opposite sides of the bed without touching, eating dinner while scrolling our phones instead of talking. When had we become strangers sharing a lease? The flood forced us to stay in a tiny hotel room together while repairs happened. No distractions, no separate spaces to retreat to when things got awkward. We had to actually talk. The first night was weird. We'd forgotten how to just be together without screens or work or cleaning projects filling the silence. It felt like a first date with someone I'd known for years. We spent 3 weeks rediscovering each other, sharing takeout on the hotel bed, staying up late talking like we used to in college, remembering why we fell in love in the first place. She told me about stress at work that I'd completely missed. I shared fears about my dad's health that I'd been carrying alone. We laughed about stupid inside jokes we'd forgotten existed. Audrey admitted she'd been thinking about suggesting couples therapy because we felt like strangers living in the same space. I confessed I'd wondered if we were just going through the motions, staying together out of habit rather than love. Those conversations hurt, but they were honest in a way we hadn't been in years. The hotel room became our confessional. The insurance covered repairs, but the flood gave us something money can't buy. That tiny hotel room became our reset button. We made rules: no phones during meals, 30 minutes of talking before bed, weekend adventures instead of separate errands, simple stuff that somehow felt revolutionary after years of parallel living. We came home to a gutted apartment but a rebuilt relationship. While contractors fixed walls and floors, we were fixing us. The new furniture felt symbolic, fresh starts in every room. We picked everything together this time, compromising and considering each other's preferences instead of just buying whatever was convenient or cheapest. That water washed away our complacency and showed us how much we actually need each other. The disaster stripped away all our distractions and forced us to face what really mattered. We're closer now than we've been in years, all because a pipe burst at exactly the right moment. The flood didn't just destroy our apartment, it destroyed the walls we built between us. Now when I come home, Audrey actually looks up from whatever she's doing and smiles. We touch each other when we walk past in the kitchen. We say good morning and good night like we mean it. Such small things, but they feel enormous after months of cold distance. The insurance company called it water damage, but for us it was the opposite. It was healing, disguised as destruction.